bruv. Straight into Aubameyang, bruv. This Romero guy is a waster anyway, so I don't know what he's talking about. But fam, man are saying that Aubameyang to Chelsea looks like he's heating up. That's what he says, but we don't know if he's reliable or not. Some shit.
Bro, I would absolutely wet my pants if he goes to Chelsea. Real talk. Yeah, it's like we all know what Aubameyang can and can't do as a footballer. He's not very good at anything other than scoring goals. Yeah, we already know that. Apologies, it's mad windy today, and I can't find anywhere else to sit. So if it's coming through windy, I apologise, man. It's gonna stay in my hair. But yeah, we all know that he's a box striker. We know that you get him in the box, in the penalty box, the guy will bury chances. Yes, he might miss a few, but all strikers. There's not a single striker on the planet that's going to get 100% strike rate. So he misses less than most. Yeah, that's why his record's been so good over the years in every country he's been at, not just in England or Germany, in France as well. He's gone to Barcelona. He's done well since he's been at Barca in terms of output for goals. Will he link the play? Probably not. Yeah. Will he run the channel? Probably not. Yeah. Has he got a good first touch? No. Will he win headers? No. Yeah. Like, is he ever going to track back? Well, that depends on the manager. But if he does, probably end up with a dossier on him and bombing him out the club about 2 years later. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Getting fed up of playing left wing back and all of that. Oh, by the way, our manager turned up late for his press conference today. I thought it was non-negotiable. Real talk. He turned up 4 minutes late for his press conference.
That's funny, bro.
It was a laugh and a joke, isn't it? Oh, yeah, I'll pay a fine. Yeah, laughing and joke. But it was non-negotiable, Mikel, the standards and tradition of the club. You know what I'm saying?
Bruv, listen, I was watching the Arsenal doc here just before this, and I swear down, this Aubameyang Arteta, there's definitely more to it, bro.
Facts. Bro,
it wasn't just because he was late a couple of times. That's bollocks, bro. Like, complete
when he
bollocks.
sat there and said he's got a whole dossier of misdemeanors,
yeah.
At that point, the Amazon staff that was reporting and asking the questions, or filming it or whatever, somebody should have said to him, so what are these misdemeanors then? Because we still don't know, bro. And the guy's not even here anymore. His whole press conference today was dominated by our Aubameyang questions. Like, and one of the questions, this journalist is a joker, by the way. I don't even know who said it. Has said, have Chelsea contacted you to ask for the dossier?
No, did they?
I swear. Bro, as much as I don't like the journalists that report on Arsenal, that is hilarious. Have they asked you for the dossier?
Hey, bro, that's nuts.
I will cry happy tears if he goes Chelsea, bro. Yeah, I don't care what people say. Oh, you're a Chelsea fan, you're a Tottenham. I don't give a shit, bro. Yeah. Fact and reality is that guy should have still been at the football club, and he should have still been a striker at the football club. Then you go and add Jesus into that. Get rid of Eddie. Let Eddie go. Let Lacazette go. And then you have Aubameyang and you have Jesus. And then what you do is next summer, you go and get Martinelli up front as a backup to Jesus, or play with a two up front, and then you go and get a new winger. Yeah, because Martinelli can play wing quite comfortably. And even in that documentary, man, the way he was just ripping Trent Arnold apart in that game at Anfield, bruv, I love Martinelli. I think him and Tierney are probably our best two players. Yeah, maybe now Jesus is there. You could say technically he's really good. Yeah, but let's see the output now. Yeah, Martinelli has been playing left wing. So I'm not going to see that output because he's a striker playing left wing, and he's a kid. Jesus is what, mid-20s? Yeah, he's been playing for one of the best teams in the world. He ain't really had an output of them. I want to see him kick on and have that output that Aubameyang had. Like, let's get that goal scorer, yeah? Martinelli, I think, will reach that level, but it's going to take another 3-4 years until he's bagging 25, 30 goals. I do think he will get to that level, Martinelli. But I think Tierney and Martinelli are our best two players. Yeah, and they're two players down the same side of the pitch that when they're playing together, I think we look so much better. That side is just patterned. It's the other side I worry about with either Ben White, Tommy Asu, or Cedric.
Yeah.
With then either Pepe or Saka. Like, and that's not a diss at Saka, because I like Saka, but man was defending the other day more than he was attacking, because Ben White can't defend. And it's like, you know, I like Aubameyang. I've never really had an issue with Aubameyang at all. I rated Mikel Arteta. Clip this for all the people that missed it. Yeah, all the top gooners watching this. Clip it, because I'm about to praise the manager. That don't happen often. Let's see how far this goes across Twitter. But When he turned up late for the North London derby, and Mikel Arteta didn't even put him in the squad, I don't think, or he benched him or whatever he did, I gave him a round of applause. I said, mate, even though I don't see them as my rival, for Arsenal, that is seen as the rival. You've turned up late as captain of the football club for that game, yeah? Straight away, banish. See ya, bye-bye, you're at the squad. Bye, go home. You want to turn up late, go home. Yeah? But when it's training, yeah, like I find it kind of funny sometimes because we've all heard the stories about Eric Cantona and how Fergie used to treat him differently, innit? Yeah, everyone had to wear the club suit and he could come in jeans, like, and stuff like that. And everyone would go mad and they'd be like, yo, it's Eric Cantona. Like the boss would be like, yo, it's Eric, just let me deal with him. Yeah, and he was the best player every week. Yeah, but it's like, you know, people sit there and go, oh, football's changed. Well, it ain't. They're all multi-millionaires very quickly as soon as they sign their first big deal, their first official contract, yeah? Gabriel Martinelli came to Arsenal at 18. He's a multi-millionaire. Yeah, he's been in, 2 years? Yeah, Ben White is now a multi-millionaire off of the back of the deal we've given him. Yeah, and they're all Saka, multi-millionaire off the back of the deal. They get money like that. And sometimes you will get people that want to take the piss with it. You'll get people that don't know how to deal with it. You'll get people that don't know how to deal with the exposure. But then you'll also get people that go, yo, I'm getting paid more than the gaffer. Aubameyang was one of them. Yeah, he got paid more than the manager. Sometimes you have to slightly manage that differently because especially when you make goal output, right? And you have to get that guy on your side. You can't treat him the same as you treat a 21-year-old Saka, yeah, or a 19-year-old Martinelli or whatever. You can't treat.
No, you can't.
But Arteta's way of man managing is just basically everyone has to do what I say, and if you don't, you're leaving. Yeah, which is kind of cool. Yeah, and I kind of get it. But at the same time, you can't treat experienced footballers that can bag you 30 goals a season exactly the same as you treat a 22, 23-year-old. You can't.
You can't, but it's not even just that, bro. Like when you're managing players, you have to manage them individually, and that's why it's funny. Like when, like he said, he likes to manage the players emotionally, and how the players aren't just numbers and this, that, and the other. But bro, that's clearly not the case. Like that's clearly not the case. Like not every manager is good at that. And the one thing about managers like Jose and stuff like that, bro, like whether you like it or not, yeah, like Jose is kind of Marmite in a sense. Some players like him, some people hate him, but the players that do love him, yeah, will run through a fucking brick wall for him. Do you know what I mean? Because he manages them a certain way. He was like that with Lampard. He's like that with Terry. Do you know what I mean? And he has his favorites in it, and he doesn't treat everyone the same. And as a manager, I don't think you can. Like, you can't. Like, do you know what I mean? To get the best out of all your players, you can't treat them all the same because different players have different needs in it. So you can't treat Aubameyang like the same way you're going to treat Saka and them, man. You can't.
Football club as well. How are you going to treat Aubameyang the same as Rob Holding? Rob Holding in this series so far looks like he's a cheerleader for Mikel Arteta. Like I've not seen him do anything apart from, oh yes, boss, oh yeah, oh what do you think about this? Oh, it's not very good, it's scary. Oh, what do you think about this? It's always Rob Holding piping up, bro. Yeah, because Rob Holding knows he ain't gonna get paid what he's getting paid anywhere other than Arsenal. So, oh yes, boss, no boss, 3 bags full, you taste lovely, boss. Do you know what I mean? But Aubameyang is going to go, boss, I ain't happy playing left wing back. I'm a goal scorer. Look at my record, mate. Yeah, and soon as somebody steps up to him, they get kicked out of the football club. Gendouzi's another one. Didn't want to go and apologise. Why should he apologise? He stood up for his teammate. Yeah, in the goalkeeper, he stood up for him for getting the Malpai barge on him, and he went and grabbed him up. Yes, he shouldn't have grabbed him up. And even if you go back to that stream that I did that day, I said, look, Mikel Arteta's banned him. Yeah. And rightly so, and said, like, you're not playing. Yeah, rightly so, because you can't go around running around telling people you on 40 grand a week and who are you? You can't be doing that. Have a bit of respect for your fellow pros, yeah? But at the same time, why should he have to go and apologise and be embarrassed in front of all of his team when in his head he actually stuck up for his teammate? And then when you see Pepe, the way they've portrayed Pepe in this is just like he's a nobody. Like, we ain't even seen him.
Yeah, like, we haven't seen him. To be fair, you haven't really seen that much of Aubameyang, to be honest. Considering he was the club captain, you ain't really seen much of him, or a little bit of this, like, bit when he was having banter with Arteta and after the game. But other than that, you ain't seen nothing of Aubameyang, bro. And I think they've done that on purpose, bro.
Either, innit? I don't think Arteta like that because
he didn't like it. Yeah, he didn't really like it.
And then my man was like, okay, yeah.
Yeah, you could tell deep down he didn't really like it, innit? You know them ones, but it's one of them ones where even with Oba, like when he wasn't there, like the players were like, "Oh, we miss Oba. Like, where is he?" Like, so clearly he's a personality in the changing room, innit? But
100%.
maybe Arteta didn't like that. Maybe Arteta didn't like the influence that he had. Maybe
like the fact that he wasn't the main man. Yeah, because Arteta's Arteta's yeah, like dictatorship. It's all about him. Yeah, Wenger. As much as I used to cuss Wenger towards the latter days, yeah, at least Wenger, would have let Aubameyang go and do what he wanted. Like, listen, you can't come in training late every single day. If you're coming in once a week, once a month, once every 6 weeks late, all right, we'll let it slide, but you fine 500 quid. Yeah. Do you know what I'm saying? That's the reason why you have fines. Go and have a look at Gerrard's fines list. Yeah, Gerrard's got fined if you turn up in the wrong training kit. Like, they have all of this at every single football club. So, no, there's more to it, man. There is definitely more to it. And I hope it comes out. Aubameyang's got his right to reply at some point, whether that's while he's still playing or whether it's when he comes to the
I think Aubameyang gives so little fucks that he will wait until he retires and then says something. Or if he does go to Chelsea and he does start to play well, and momentum's with him, then don't be surprised if he starts leaking one or two things in it, because I don't like the way that he's been. I don't like the way that he's been portrayed in it, like in the thing. Like to me, I don't know him. I've never met him, but he doesn't seem like the disrespectful kind in terms of.
And I spoke to him for about 5 minutes. It literally, like, it was a dead end road, and he was in front of us. Well, it wasn't a dead end; it was a one-way street, and the traffic was piled up. I was like, "Yo, it's Aubameyang." So I went, and he got it. Like, he had the window down, and he was talking to us, and blah blah. He seemed like a cool guy, but that's only 5 minutes of talking to him whilst we were going to a game, and he weren't playing the game anyway. Yeah, that was like when he first signed for us or something, where he was suspended. Oh, that was it. It was Europa League, but he was cup-tied because of European. Like, he played in the Champions League or something, so he wasn't allowed to play in the Europa League. Yeah, but it seemed like a cool guy. Everyone in the club seems to like him. Like, I just don't get it. And then when you see certain other instances in that all or nothing, look at when Xhaka did the flying kick on Jota, and got sent off. Right? He's gone in the dressing room. He starts moaning and bitching and crying. Then the halftime team talk happens. Arteta's trying to rally the troops, and then he goes and cuddles Xhaka and pats him on the head. Why didn't you do that to Pepe at Leeds then, mate, instead of coming out into the media and hanging him out to dry?
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? Why is it one rule for Xhaka and a totally different rule for him? Why is it one rule for...
Yeah, but that's what I said. I think that he likes Xhaka. Like, Xhaka's one of his guys, isn't it? So he'll protect them. It's clear. That's what I'm saying. I think with Aubameyang, it's personal, bro. Do you know what I mean? I don't think it's got any... I don't think it's got anything to do with my man turning up late. I don't think it's got anything to do with that. I think he was looking for an excuse. I'm being honest. Like, you can see it. Like,
he's told about the wage bill. Like, get him off the wage bill anyway. But the way they've put it across, it was almost like the hierarchy didn't want it to happen. Yeah, but I think that's all fucking fake anyway.
Yeah. You reckon that they forced him out, like?
Yeah,
because they didn't want to pay him. It would make sense, Lee.
It looked like Edu was making out that he didn't want it to happen, and we've got a big problem. And him downstairs, the relationship with him zero. But we've got to go and now tell him he's got to repair it and get him back in the team. Well, that went well, didn't it? Yeah, it's all fake, bro. When he does his press conferences with Mark Gonella, the communications guy, there was a scene. I don't know if you've seen. I don't know how much you've watched of it, but they did a press conference, right? And he was asked about Aubameyang. I think it was the Nottingham Forest game. They were asked about Aubameyang, and then the camera's in another room as they're walking from one room to another, and you can hear the voices of them talking about Aubameyang. Bro, that is so staged, it is unbelievable. Yeah, the same as the Edu thing staged. Like, the top brass didn't want him to go, and Arteta got his own way because they trusted in him. A load of crap. They all sat there and said, he's on 350, he's 32 years old.
Yeah, let's get him off the wage bill, because they even said about terminating the contract. So,
thank you.
Terminating the contract so they don't need to pay his wages.
Yeah, because if we don't, he's 32, he stays another year, and then we can't get rid of him, Edu said. Yeah, so we have to do termination. Yeah, they wanted him gone. They realised they messed up by giving him 350 at that age. Yeah, and then they thought, do you know what? Let's get rid of him. Yeah, the one thing I've taken out of this all or nothing so far is he says the same words every single time before kickoff. Transmit, energy, fucking. What else is there? Like, it's the same words. Suffer. We need to suffer. Yeah, press high. Yeah, work for each other. It's the same team talk, bro. Just different
Passion,
pictures.
bro. That's him. It's the passion thing,
Passion.
bro. Like,
Passion,
it's
mate.
great though.
Yeah, it's great.
It's
It's
great.
great for the kids, which is why he should be an under 21s manager, bro. Yeah, because
No, I hear
they're
you.
all
I
gonna,
hear you.
like, I can't lie, yeah. If you're an Aubameyang or you're even a Thomas Partey, right? And you're sitting there and you're listening to that crap, bro. You must be sitting there thinking, what the fuck is he going on about?
Yeah, you're laughing. You're laughing. I'll be
But then
honest.
you've got somebody like Saka and Smith Rowe and like Martinelli that are going, oh yes, okay, and Odegaard. That's another one, by the way. Odegaard's our club captain. Have we even seen him in this documentary?
No.
Apart from punching a chair up at Aston Villa after a win.
But that's what I mean. How did he get the captaincy, bro? Like, he's got no presence in the changing room from the looks of the thing, unless they just purposefully didn't show him. Do you know what I mean? So I don't know. It's weird. It's very, very weird, man. And like this from Tuchel here about Aubameyang, yeah. And this is exactly what I've been saying to people, yeah. Different managers see different sides of footballers. Like Arteta's going on like Aubameyang was so bad for him, even though he scored the goals that won him his trophy, yeah. But it's like, bro, Tuchel was literally saying, bro, like, I enjoyed working with him. Like, I ain't seen the side of him that these men are basically saying exists, bro. I ain't seen it. Do you know what I'm saying? He was like, yo, we had a good relationship. We still have a good relationship. And that's why I just think that genuinely, Arteta just does not like him. That's it.
He can't manage big egos, bro. And he didn't like him. He had something against him. Like all of this crap about, I've got a dossier, times and places and like conversations. All right, cool. Show us then. Yeah, show us then. Yeah, because otherwise it's just hearsay. I could sit here and say I've got a whole dossier on you, Rants. Yeah, let's show it.